Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/SIBSB. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Until I met my new best friend, all of my boys say I'm tripping. When they call, I'm not answering. They always get my voicemail, 'cause I'm...
Alex, we're rolling. Welcome to another episode of Sorry I've Been So Busy. This is the podcast where we talk to very busy people about what they're busy with. Sometimes we talk to fake busy people about what they're pretending to be busy with. Today we have two guests.
A tandem.
And that's Andrew Goldstein, by the
At
way.
Ange Gold on Twitter, ANGEGOLD.
My name is Matt Goldich, at Matt Goldich on Twitter.
Follow the both of us.
MATTGOLDICH. Follow us. Follow Showbriz Studios, BRIZ Studios, SHOWBRIZ Studios on Twitter. They got the Facebook page, the YouTube page. We have our Facebook page, by the way.
Yeah, if you type at Busy Podcast into Facebook
or Twitter,
we Sorry I've Been So Busy will come up.
Yes, and we should mention, please, first of all, rate and review us on iTunes if you like the podcast.
Yes, very important.
Thank you for everybody who's giving feedback. A lot of feedback on the last episode.
A lot of feedback
about whether it is appropriate for a doctor,
a urologist,
to tell you to
pull your pants down.
Yes,
I thought it was very little too comfortable.
I thought it was fine. Very polarizing. We got some feedback from listeners.
Former Busybody of the Week, Sam Bernstein, said she's Team Goldich. My wife was Team Goldich.
Awesome.
Though she thought the whole conversation was hilarious.
Love it.
Called me crying.
Yeah. Quickly, we were talking about the other Showbriz family of podcasts, and I wanted to give a plug to the Carson podcast with Mark Malkoff, where he interviews former guests of The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. I understand he had Shecky Green on a recent episode. Oh, holy moly. That is, we've never had anyone of that stature in the business.
In 2017, Shecky Green is like a...
It's almost like a punch.
It's like a cultural punchline.
Yes,
but not because he was a joke of a person.
It's an example of somebody from an era. Yes.
The rhythm of the name Shecky Green just works as a punchline.
Yes. We did have, as a past guest on our show, I should mention Judah Friedlander. Judah has a great Netflix special. I mentioned it. We re-released his episode, and I mentioned it at the top, but it was before it came out, and I had a chance to watch it. It is so good. He talked on our podcast about the process of putting it together. He didn't really do the typical thing where you film a Netflix special, like where you go to a place and you film one. He filmed a lot of his shows, and then he edited something together, and it really gives you a sense of what Judah's comedy is like, what it's like to see Judah in a club. And then,
I'm excited to watch it. I have not seen it yet.
It's great, and I'm not.
But having seen Judah live, I can imagine.
I'm not the first person to allude to this, but our current president basically stole Judah's world champion bit, and made it his
own.
I mean, about America. It's called America. America's the greatest country in the United States.
I'd rather have Judah as president.
I would too. He's very he's very on target with a lot of his.
And I feel like ping pong would get a big bump if he was president. Matt, what's going on?
Oh, did you have a busybody you wanted to shout out?
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
Wait, I have a very special busybody.
Yes. He's our most famous busybody. He's the Shecky Green of busybodies.
He's the Shecky Green of busybodies. I took a screen cap of this so I could get to it quickly, and here I am slow. Okay, so the other night, election night, when Virginia had that Democratic landslide, Lin-Manuel Miranda, you might have heard of him.
Listener. No, we don't.
He of Hamilton fame and In the Heights. He tweeted a GIF or a GIF, whichever coast you live on. It's a East Coast, West Coast rivalry. Right. He posted a GIF of a school child, like a 12-year-old kid sitting at a computer, like nodding his head, or like being emoting being very busy. And he wrote, "Sorry I've been so busy down here, but Virginia!" And I could only take that as a veiled reference to, I want to go on Sorry I've Been So Busy.
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of their podcast.
It had nothing to do with the many things that he's been busy with, or the many more important things going on in the world. He clearly wants to come on the podcast.
So at Lin-Manuel Miranda, if you're listening, which I know you are, you're welcome anytime. And when you come on the podcast, we will start the podcast with Alexander. Are we rolling?
Yes, perfect. And also, please, Lynn, unblock me on Twitter.
Are you blocked by?
I have no idea why.
What did you say?
Nothing. I am nothing but a huge fan. I loved Hamilton. I've never said a negative word about the man. I only have the greatest respect and positivity for him, and I can only assume.
Well, you're a huge Aaron Burr guy.
I am, yeah. Burr guy.
Anybody who knows you knows.
I can only assume that many years ago he tried to like one of my tweets and his finger slipped and he accidentally blocked me, and he's
wow.
But
well, we have to get to the bottom of this beef. So another reason why Lin-Manuel Miranda needs to come on the podcast.
I can only assume it's an accident and not a beef. I have nothing but the greatest respect for the guy, and I loved Hamilton, and I'm a big fan of his work. I enjoyed him as host of Saturday Night Live.
You guys should figure this out with a duel.
Yes, a duel.
You guys should go to Jersey City and have a duel. Weehawken.
Well, yeah, well,
I'm saying go to Jersey City, hang out with some bros.
I had literally never tweeted about him. I once went to his page to go see one of his tweets. It was like linked to an article, and I found that I was blocked. So, very unusual.
Well,
so we'll figure that out. Andrew, what have you been busy with this week? Quickly before we get to our guest.
Jamie and I we went to the 30th birthday of one of her best friends, and the theme of the party was Moroccan Nights.
Okay.
And so we ate at one of those low tables.
Yeah.
You know? It was very beautiful, very plush, and set up very, very
sitting on like
ornately.
A bench?
No bench. On the floor.
Oh, on the floor.
Low table, pillows. There were many pillows for you to sit on. It was kind of a wake-up call for me.
Yeah.
It was kind of oh, man, I am not in the shape that I need to be in. Sitting down on the floor for an extended period of time, I didn't know my right leg was like not very... My right hip was much stiffer than my left one. I used to be very good at Indian style. Couldn't get my right leg.
By the way, sorry, politically correct. We call that crisscross applesauce now.
Yeah, crisscross. I was very good at crisscross applesauce.
Yes,
I couldn't get my right leg under the low table. I didn't know what to do with the right leg. And then the next morning, my whole left lower back hurt, like sciatica, and then my right hip was really stiff. I had to go to the gym and ask a trainer to give me some stretches.
You have to
for my
figure
hip
this
flexor.
out before if you for when you become a father, because you got
to get down.
You got
look,
music classes and things like that.
I should have known this was coming, because whenever Dusty, our dog, knocks one of his toys under our wall unit and I have to go get it, it's a whole rigmarole for me to get down and go get it.
Yeah.
But I don't know how Moroccans do it.
You better get this straightened out, because if you get invited to a sushi party next,
I'm done.
You don't really see the Japanese restaurants don't usually seat you on the floor anymore. That was a thing for a while, like
some
15,
of the
20
restaurants have the one room where you can do it.
Yeah,
it's like a gimmick.
Yeah,
but you got to be very flexible to be from another country.
Yes, yeah, it's true. Yeah. And you got to like couscous.
We're Americans. We like chairs, damn it.
We like chairs or a stool or something like that. Yeah. Well,
it's going to be very hard on Passover when I have to recline.
I know that'll be easy, right?
Well, easy, but it seems the more comfort.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that, and I hope you get it straightened out. Literally.
Anyway.
Yeah. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with our guests. For you, the listeners of Sorry I've Been So Busy, Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their service. You can download any book you want. You could download Jensen Karp's book, Kanye West Owes Me $300, his great memoir about being a white teen rapper. We had Jensen on the podcast to talk about his book, and it was awesome, and he's a super interesting guy, so check that out. To download your free audiobook today, go to audibletrial.com/SIBSB. Again, that's audibletrial.com/SIBSB for your free audiobook. We're back with our guests. Andrew, would you please do us the honor of
I am so excited to have these ladies on the show. It's a cold fall morning, and they came all the way to join us here. They did the Vidiots pilot and blew me away, and then they did Vidiots the series and blew me away again. And they are coming up. They're about to record their half hours. They're a very, very funny comedy duo. Give it up for Sydnee Washington and Marie Faustin.
Hi.
Or as I just call them, Sydnee and Marie.
Hey. We're like Will and Grace.
And you guys perform individually, but you also perform together. So
Yes.
you're a comedy duo, but you're also individual comedians.
We're definitely individual, but together.
Like
So
Donnie and
welcome.
Marie. That would be another pair that
Yeah,
only goes by the
they
one
had
name.
Donnie and Marie,
Yeah.
and now we have Sydney. and Marie.
We're really dating ourselves by knowing who Donnie and Marie are.
I'm like,
But
who's
Sydney, are
Donnie?
you going to change your name to Donnie?
No.
Welcome to the show.
Wow.
Hi.
thank you for being here.
Thanks for having
It's a
us.
very cold morning. You guys both have your winter hats on.
Oh, that's because my hair is...
Unseasonably cold, I would say. But you do get to like break out the winter style though. The first day of very cold weather is kind of nice because you get to like,
Well, not even that. Like when the summer ends, people rush to put their their fall stuff on, and it's always too warm.
Yeah.
Today
Yeah.
is like an actual
Though the
cold
opposite
day.
in New York, a lot of times, that one random November day when it's 80 degrees out,
Yeah.
the girls, immediately with the,
Sandals.
everything.
Booty
And I'm like,
shorts.
it's November. Like in a minute, it could be freezing again.
Yeah,
I'm going to keep my leather jacket on and my turtleneck on. I don't care if it's 90 degrees. It's not happening.
I agree.
you never know what it's going to be like inside.
I'm all fall clothes. My whole closet is just clothes for the fall, and so I'm always overdressed in warmer weather, and then I'm completely not. I never have the right outfit on for the weather.
I feel like you're always wearing a flannel shirt. Is that
I feel like
true?
it's this flannel shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, just this one.
you only have one.
I have a lot of shirts. Probably too many. They're not all flannel, but yes, I'm a big collared shirt person.
It looks good. You look great.
But I like sweatshirts. I've been getting into sweatshirts lately.
You did when we were doing Vidiots. You had a lot of those.
A lot of sweatshirts over collared shirts. That was my look last when we
classy.
were working together.
Yeah.
Very classy.
There's so many layers.
So we've worked a bunch together, but I don't even know how did Sydney and Marie come to be?
It's so nosy.
Did you guys know grow up or know each other? Like
No.
how? Yeah, see, I don't know anything.
We've only known each other for 3 years,
Wow.
but it feels like a million.
Yes.
We met at an open mic, and it was just vain at first sight. I saw her, and I was like, "Oh my god, she's so pretty!"
And I was like, she's so pretty.
Because usually comedians are really ugly.
Yes.
And you're like,
That's
I
what
don't
they say.
want to spend
Not
any
a
other
handsome
time.
lot. Yes.
I don't want to spend any free time with these people.
They're ugly and sad.
Let me tell
We're
you.
neither of those things.
Let me tell you, off the record, yeah, they're ugly.
On the record, they're ugly and usually broke, and they're like depressed. So,
Yeah.
you know.
No, but so you guys hit it off.
Yes.
And then
Did you see each other's comedy?
She didn't see my comedy. I saw hers, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my god, she's so goofy. I love it."
Yes.
Yeah, we're just vain. I went home. I had a boyfriend at the time. I was like, I have a girl crush. And he was like, what? A girl crush? Are you going to leave me for some chick? And I was like, no.
No, that's the whole point of a
And then
girl
I-
crush.
and
Was
then
it
I-
a
You can
woman
have
crush
both.
Wednesday?
Yes. It was.
It was like a Thursday.
It was a Thursday. It was an all women's mic
Do you remember where it was? Was it?
at UCB.
Oh, it was
That
an
used to be.
all women's
Open mic.
So this
Open
wasn't
mic.
even a situation where like it was you were the only two women somewhere and
No.
you bonded
No.
over that.
Nope.
It was like you out of all the other.
It was a
women, you-
bunch of chicks.
I
And then
feel-
we didn't even speak that day.
No, we didn't.
We talked about each other to other people.
Wow.
And then we saw each other again. And it
That
was
really is like a
"Hi."
relationship.
It
Wow.
was.
That's like I
You were
think
too
I met
nervous?
the woman I'm going to marry, and she doesn't know that I exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
yeah.
You guys, it's basically a Hugh Grant rom-com.
Yeah.
Like I saw her, but I didn't talk to her.
Yeah.
I'm
I
telling
mean,
all
it's
my
a
friends
Hugh
about it.
Grant rom-com with black people. I feel like
Yeah.
none of his movies have black people in
Hugh
them.
Grant was black. This
Yeah.
is it.
Yeah.
Hugh Douglas.
Hugh Jackson.
Wait, do you guys know who Hugh Douglas is?
He played
he
in
was
the NFL.
he was an Eagle. Yeah. Okay. We're both.
We're
Eagles
both
fans.
from
Oh, I
Philly.
thought you guys just
so
made
funny.
yeah, I
that
thought you
name
made that
up.
up.
Hugh, no, that was perfect. Either way. Oh, man.
Everybody will find
So
it
did
funny.
you perform, excuse me for being a little bit, but I know you obviously both do stand up separately, and then
Right.
you have the podcast together.
Yes.
Have you performed on stage together as well? Or?
Sometimes people book us as a duo
Yeah.
because they think that we are just a duo.
I know
We
you
know.
as a duo because you
Right.
guys were introduced to me as Sydney and Marie.
Yeah.
You guys got to see Sydney and Marie.
Yeah, well, people sometimes will book us together, and they will, like, you know how a poster or a flyer will have everybody's photos? People will just put, like, a picture of us together. on the
Together, and we're
thing.
like, no.
Right.
Yeah.
We're separate.
And you're like, you better give us 20 minutes. Instead of 10. That's gonna.
And do you
the-
find like if one of you shows up and then the other one isn't there, they're like, "Where's the other one?
All
Don't
the
you guys
time.
travel together? Don't
the
you guys
time.
live together?"
Oh, yeah, they're like, where's Sydney? And I'm like, people think that I'm her girlfriend.
Yesterday,
Wow.
twice somebody was like, so I heard you had a girlfriend. Is it Marie? I was like, fuck no. I can say, fuck no, right? I was like, fuck no, hell no. Why would I do comedy and date her? Who does that?
That's some
People.
low-key sexist shit.
People,
because
everybody.
Yeah.
a male duo, comedian male duo, they would never think they were together.
Nope.
That's some
Maybe.
low-key.
I might think that.
No,
The
but
Sklar brothers are totally fucking.
Yeah. They are.
no, but they were like, oh, they said like your girlfriend's really hot, and
Right.
they just assume it's. I was like, yeah, she's all right.
But I've
looking.
seen you guys host. But
Yes.
are you guys brought up as you guys are brought up in not just as hosts?
We've done shows where we were both on stage at the
and
same
you
time.
work on material together.
It's a lot of it's real conversational. When
Yeah.
we get on stage together, we're just running our mouths.
Really
and
running
we
our
will
mouths.
disrespect the light and do as much time as we feel like we
Which-
can do.
So book us.
Yes.
We're available.
If you
bar
want
mitzvahs.
somebody who's going to disrespect the light, give as much time as they want.
Dude,
If you're
I'll
looking
tell you,
for-
in the future, comedy album, Disrespect the Light would be a hilarious title.
That's so good.
Well, also, I don't know how long any of my material is. Like, I don't have anything timed out. So when we do this half hour, it's going to be interesting to be like, oh, that's
Yeah.
30
Yeah.
minutes. Because
Yeah.
I don't know. I just talk until I'm done.
Well,
Yeah.
we've been doing a lot of shows where we get 15 minutes each. So, like, now I'm knowing exactly what this 15 is.
I still
and then
don't
what
know.
15.
I'm not.
Right.
I've been working it.
I'm not
Okay.
good with time.
Well, it'd be fun to get all that on tape and then go in and edit and figure out, because you could move things around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Because you
is
guys are so stream of consciousness.
It's good though. It sounds like you guys are similar, but then even just in that little bit, like I was like, oh, like you know what 15 minutes is. You just get up there and talk. So you have like the yin yang thing where like your similarities.
And I also
good.
was on time for the podcast.
Yeah, that is
my
true.
God.
We didn't want to.
But
Now,
Sydnee
I
also-
didn't want to. I didn't want to just throw
Hold
Nana
on.
under the bus like that right
Hold
off the
on.
bat. But
Hashtag me too.
yes,
Hold on. Sydney also didn't know what the address was, so she called me while she was on
Wow.
time.
I wrote it in
what
2
is-
emails.
That's what I said.
I didn't have any data. So
right.
you.
I can open
Oh,
it
that-
You have
That leads me to
you have the
that
time and you have the space. You have the time space expertise
No,
together.
but-
You combine
on
into.
what Sydney just said and what Matt just said about you're similar but different. One thing I've noticed working with you is you guys have so much in common, but then like where you differ is like and forgive me, hygiene.
Oh,
you're
yes.
always Marie.
Oh,
You're always
yeah.
giving Sydney shit for feet stuff.
Yes, she's very OCD about.
I'm a little
cleanliness.
bit. I'm like diet germophobic.
Yeah, she's very germophobic.
Right, you're germophobic light.
And OCD with cleanliness.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And
Very
you
Sydney's like,
Don't
listen,
give a fuck.
my family is Caribbean. So
Dilly-gaff.
I come from a place where we don't touch, and Sydney's like really affectionate. So she's
So-
always like,
Wow.
she'll like lean on you in the
You know
car.
what's
Wait,
so
can I
funny.
tell you what happened? Can I tell you this?
Yes.
This is what made our relationship very strong. Like this happened 2 weeks ago. I gave Maria. I was in a weird mood. I was like very huggy, so I gave her one hug and she let that go. And then I hugged her again, and then I could tell she was like, "All right." Bitch.
I said, "Don't
All right,
touch
babe."
me.
I hugged her from the back, and she was like, "Sydney, do not touch me."
the hug from the back. You really gotta be
And-
comfortable.
Yes, and do you
I-
know she said it, and my soul jumped out, and then took the train home. 'Cause I was like, "Oh my god!"
I've known
She
Matt my
scared the shit
entire
out of
life.
me.
I don't think I've ever hugged you from the back.
From
No.
the back. It's invasive.
You in
the face Matt is making right now is
in 2017, you cannot hug
You
from
can-
the back.
I-
That is a
Not in a Weinstein world.
Okay, she made me feel like I was Harvey. I was like, hold up.
hugging them from the back.
back.
Let's bring up Sydney and Marie.
Go home and hug the computer, please.
Wait,
I-
I listened to your podcast with Blair Saki,
Saki.
who I love, was on the Vidiots pilot, and you guys brought up your trip to Miami, and it was Marie giving Sydney shit about not wearing shower shoes in a hotel bathroom, which I was like, that's Matt's wheelhouse right there.
I don't wear shower
No,
shoes. at a hotel
you
bathroom.
don't?
No, I've
See, I
actually.
thought you would be.
I've become less germophobic since I had a
Yeah,
kid.
but kid, it breaks all
because
your...
all the rules get down the drain.
Wait, how old is your kid?
He's almost 3. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel
but
like you
kids are
should be
gross.
more like concerned about germs because you could pass it on to your
No,
kid.
but kids are gross.
No, you're
right?
going to be
They touch
sick anyway.
everything.
You're going to be sick all the time. And also, it's like, what are you going to do? Like, not share food with him because he's like gross and like dropping
Yeah.
all of it.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I actually,
My baby
I
would
actually
die.
went to a foot doctor who recommended shower shoes, and even in the gym at work, I just,
you
At
definitely
the
should do it at the gym.
you know what? It was just like
I'm amazed. I thought you were...
What happened was I had a limited amount of time for the workout, and like, taking off and putting on flip-flops, it
excuse.
just added too much time, and I'm just like,
Do you
what?
know how fast you can put flip-flops on? They're like...
Ba-bam.
I know, but it's a lot of stuff to bring, a lot of extra thing. It's
It's
a big
the bringing.
pain.
Okay, because flip-flops take up the whole space
They
in the
do.
duffel bag.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, my
No,
God.
I know.
Well, Matt wears those big leathery white guy flip-flops.
I actually...
The reefs.
The reefs, you got the reefs.
No, I have some
Are those
Havaianas.
Nike
I have
slides?
some Havaianas.
Havaianas.
But I just never... whatever's down on the bottom of my feet, I'm like, I don't know. But I do go to, but I also go to the foot doctor every 6 months, and so I try to keep on top
Do you guys
of it.
do the whole hotel room, like pull the comforter off?
First of all, okay, when
Put
we
the
went,
remote in a Ziploc bag?
let me tell you,
Bullshit.
the hotel that we went to, I should have had I should have been in
We should have been Bubble Boy.
Yeah, in a sleeping bag. I should never slept on the bed. Like Marie had her towels down. She laid on
I
her
laid
towel
on the
and
towel
then
and did not
rolled
move.
in her clothes.
That's so funny.
She looked like a little burrito. She was like, I'm not touching the sheets.
I didn't
Meanwhile,
put-
me, I had my bare face on the pillow.
In the pillow. Eat it.
I'm that guy. I don't care.
I definitely the comforter comes immediately off the bed for sure.
Well, the hotel that we're staying at was so fucking janky that I should
There's a
have
lot of that
had
in Miami.
I should have had.
I didn't know that.
shower shoes. Oh, we didn't know where we were going.
You're either in like the dopest apartment or hotel room possible,
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
there's no middle ground.
Was this a
in
pleasure trip to Miami or a business trip?
It was like business pleasure.
This is business pleasure. We
Okay.
did some shows.
Oh, okay.
And then we,
Did somebody put you up in a?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
didn't
it was
pay.
free.
That was
Oh,
free.
yeah.
We didn't pay for the hotel.
It was
so
free.
We should have
Marie got a
known.
$75 pedicure.
Yeah,
Oh, my
me
God.
too. I did too.
Oh, you guys
yeah,
both
we both
did.
did. It's for us to
Living
get.
your best life.
Well, we wanted to sit at the pool for the day.
Yeah, you can't
And
go
we
with the-
needed to get like a spa service.
You can't
And
show
that
your
was
New
the
York toes
That was
in
the
Miami.
cheapest thing.
Oh, that
on the
pedicure.
menu.
The pedicure lasted for 3 months. Like,
Wow.
I did
Well, then
not
you got
take-
your money's worth.
Yeah.
That's
Just
good.
walking around with those cotton balls for 3 months
Listen.
between each toe.
I just kept putting clear nail polish on my
top.
toes.
Oh,
so
my God,
it
it was
would
so
last.
thick.
I would back when I would do colleges a lot. I would get put up. They bring you and you basically get put up whatever's closest to the school. And sometimes it would be a decent hotel like a Radisson or something. And then I remember one time I brought my now wife. She's my girlfriend at the time of the trip. And of course, the one time I ever brought her was the one time I got put up at a Motel 6. And I was like, "Ugh, are you kidding me?" Like,
The
I'm
hotel we
trying
were
to-
staying at was
Yeah.
basically a Motel 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear there was a roach in the Uber? In the Uber that we took in
There's
Miami.
a roach in the
I didn't get
Uber.
to that part.
Roach in the
dude.
Uber.
Roach in the Uber
Listen,
is.
I was sitting in the car. I go, huh! Because I saw something crawl, so I screamed in the back. And then I text Sydney, there's a bug in this car.
I feel like Roach in the Uber is a designer song.
Roach in the Uber. Offset.
Roach.
That's funny. You guys, you tweet, one of you or both of you tweet a lot about Uber rides.
Sydney.
Me.
You're like you're doing like tons of comedy about Uber.
Yeah,
Uber
but
is like the best thing that's happened to your career.
Yes, but I never talk about it on stage. I only talk about it on
It's like your
on
social media persona. You're
Yeah.
like the Uber, you're Yelp.
Yeah, I do.
You're human Uber Yelp.
People message me. They're like, "I'm getting in the Uber pool, and the stories that you tell doesn't happen to me." I'm like, "It's just happened to me. I have the juice. I have the Uber pool juice."
What's the what's like the latest one?
The latest one is when I got in. It was like 4 people in there. No, it was 3 other people in there. We're all talking, and we're talking about Uber pool, and the driver's like, "No, I have the best story. The best story is this happened like 2 weeks to him. 2 weeks ago, he was in the pool. A woman gets in the front, and then her boyfriend is in the back with her friend and another guy. Her friend starts making out with her boyfriend."
Ooh. In the Uber pool?
In the Uber pool, they start making out. So she looks in the back and she's like, "What are you guys doing?" And they just keep making, they're wasted or whatever. She's like, "Oh, really? That's what you're going to do?" So then she tells the Uber driver that she wants to make out with him. So she starts touching him and he's like, I'm trying to drive. I can't.
Yeah.
Like, you need to chill. And they're on the highway, right?
All that said, 5 stars.
Basically, the end of the story, the girl tries to bring the Uber driver up to the apartment so they can have a threesome.
That's
Wow.
Taxi Cab Confessions for Uber, which
Yeah.
I'm probably a show on Discovery
She's
Channel right
trying
now.
to have a relationship pool.
Hey!
There's something about being in an Uber. I think it's because A, you have your phone, you don't want to talk to the other people, And so
No, we always talk about
and there's
people.
always something happening where you're like, oh, I gotta tell people about the shit. So that's why you're taking out your phone. That's why so many of your tweets are about Uber, because so many of your tweets are probably while you're in an Uber.
Yeah,
She probably clicked Uber orgy by accident.
Yeah.
Like it's right after X. You go
they should have an app like that. Uber.
It's Uber
Orgy
XXX.
X.
Uber hookup.
Uber XXX.
That would be Uber hookup. Like you only get a certain amount of time to talk to somebody until you get to the next.
These are
part,
all
and that's
shows
like-
that are in development.
Yes.
For
Is it?
multiple cable channels.
Yeah. Sex cab.
Yeah.
No.
You're telling me I shouldn't write the pilot for this now?
No, you should. I mean, it's very funny that you hone in on this.
Well, I'm poor now,
phenomenon.
so I have to take the train. So
Well, that's another theme that comes up with you guys a
We ain't
lot,
got no money.
Which is you guys talk openly about fiscal responsibility
Fiscal.
or lack thereof.
Is that what you call it? Fiscal?
We've actually never not talked about this much on the podcast.
About what?
Like, not getting into money, but like how we are with
Because
money.
y'all got it. Y'all not
Exactly.
talking
People
about it
have-
because y'all got
People who
it.
have money don't talk about money.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean talk about money, but like I'm very thrifty.
Yeah.
We are too.
Do you
No,
are you
I'm
the same, or do you have,
thriftier than
you have
Sydney.
different? You have different levels. Of,
Oh, Sydney is like nouveau, not wealthy.
What
Does that
do
make
you-
sense?
what?
For a long time, Sydney was making really good money, so she doesn't know how to save her money.
Yeah.
Right.
I come from a house where like my parents would give us a $50 bill on our birthdays when we were little,
And that was
$48 went to the bank, and it was like, but I wanted to buy, a Walkman or something. Like I wanted to buy headphones.
it's like you're getting a gumball.
Right? It's like, well, you're gonna get these temporary tattoos.
Yeah.
But like I just, my family is from just the mindset of like save, and when you have
Can
money,
you do it in your dad's accent, please, for me?
this is how my dad talks. He'd be like, so sometime when you are poor,
What country are you?
my family's from Haiti.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So third world country mindset.
Yeah.
We're not spending money
It doesn't
on.
just go away.
We're not buying bottles of Ace of Spades at the club.
Well, I remember we did that Fergie video for Milk Money, and there's the scene where they pour the milk all over, and you went into this whole bit about how like that you would never waste that milk in your house. Like your mom would be so
Milk
mad
is
at Fergie.
expensive.
Milk
So
is
expensive.
Which again, in my house, the rule was you could never finish it because my mom had to know when the thing was finished because she had to go buy. She would have to know when to buy another one because we couldn't wake up in the morning and not have milk because there were 3 kids.
My mom had 3 kids.
So there was always like
We could do without milk.
we weren't allowed to
In my house, we could do without milk.
basically we weren't allowed to finish anything without my mom knowing it. Wow.
Fergie could never come sleep over.
Never ever.
No, because yeah,
I mean, she could now. She's divorced.
she's
She's
Fergie.
on that London Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I listen. I used to make a lot of money. It was 10 years of making tons of money. I don't know where that money is.
I ask myself that literally once a day.
$10,000 of it is on my chest.
is-
I will let you know that.
Oh,
Hey now.
Yeah.
She got a heart monitor.
She has 2 pacemakers.
yeah, those extra large pacemakers.
Wait, this was pre-comedy?
Yes. Listen, who goes into comedy and you're like, you know what I need? Breasts. Nobody
Yeah.
does that. You get the breasts
The
before
first
comedy.
thing you need if you're going to start comedy is breast implants.
Yes.
Sure.
No way.
No.
What was your? Do you mind if I asked? Did you do something else? You did another profession that you were making money, or?
Are you trying to ask me if I was a stripper?
No, no.
That's the tone was.
Wow.
Did you take your clothes
I
off?
didn't even put that together.
Did you pull your pants down?
I
You missed that. We were talking
I
about
honestly
that.
did not even make that connection. Well, no,
Lies.
so funny.
I was a
Hashtag me
waitress.
too.
I was
waitress.
A bottle waitress.
Okay. Oh, well, there you go.
Oh,
So
that's a whole
the
different
big money.
kind. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you have alluded to that in on the Vidiots couch.
Yeah,
but,
you know.
that's cool. You're good with sparklers.
I am. I mean, it's not a party unless you
I
pull out
burn.
the firecrackers.
Those things always.
The markup on the bottle service tables, I haven't experienced it in a long time.
She really made
Well,
me
you're
feel
not
like
frivolous with your money. That's why.
Yeah.
You really made me feel like I was thinking that you were a stripper. and
You
I wasn't
were,
even
you
thinking
were.
it.
You
No,
were like,
it
if not,
didn't
may I
even
ask
occur to
what
me.
kind of
It didn't
profession
even
you-
it didn't even occur to me. And then, but
You're a
now I'm
damn
thinking
lie.
like maybe I
Okay,
did.
maybe
Like,
he wasn't thinking stripper. He was thinking porn star.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Before
yeah.
we got on air, we were talking about sort of the climate that we're in with all of these accusations and
the
allegations.
2017, the
Yes,
Weinstein
and-
effect.
And
Oh
you were
my
saying,
God.
and you were saying, as a waitress, you're not that surprised. So
No.
now and a bottle waitress even more so. I'm sure dudes with disposable income probably tried all kinds of.
Oh
awful
hell
shit.
yeah! There'll be a dude that buy a bottle of Svedka and be like, I own you now." You're like, "What?
Svedka.
Svedka?
What?
That's not even good.
That's not even. That's
Yeah.
Well
Vodka with
vodka.
the robot?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck out of here.
You just bought well vodka. Like, that's what they pour in, like,
Yeah.
the regular drinks. Like, no.
Yeah.
You don't own me.
I
That's
got
crazy. This whole industry
Not for
is
well.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's the whole world, really. And that's the other thing we were talking about. It's like there's not one. It's not like there's like men who do this are scumbags and then all the other men are fine. It's literally like
It's literally everybody everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just like every time I see like a Kevin Spacey story, I'm like, but Frank Underwood was so good on House of Cards.
I know.
You know?
Well,
Yeah, but I mean, I grew up watching the Lifetime channel, and every story was about a husband beating his wife, a preacher touching his son, like just weird
Or
stuff.
they had titles like "She's Too Young."
Yeah.
I watch all of those shows.
Yeah.
My whole DVR is true crime.
Yeah.
I love that. I like Snapped. I like
Snapped
Law and
is
Order
good.
SVU. Like these are the things that I enjoy.
Yeah, and now it's all playing out on social media.
I can't watch Seventh Heaven anymore.
Seven Heaven.
The whole show got ruined for me because the dad is such a.
If you mention CW shows, they will just go right into the
No,
jingle.
I didn't know that.
if something that is a song, we'll sing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's
we
our
do
thing.
it a lot on our podcast.
our
like
thing.
Dawson's Creek, like
I don't wanna wait
yeah,
for us to be over. Was I sharp?
perfect. No, that was horrible.
Podcasts are good because you don't have to worry about rights fees. So you
No,
can
yeah.
just go right into
Absolutely.
that.
We don't care about that.
We actually,
all.
Paula Cole's a sponsor, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Can we
let's get into the
talk
day.
about the ladies' day? What's
get into
so what's a typical day? Pick a day from this week when you guys.
I gotta look at my calendar because my brain is not that
Okay,
good.
so like the other day we had two podcasts.
Wait, are you doing your day or are you doing our day?
Let's do your day. This is a good
My
day.
day.
Because I was like,
where you
You guys
have,
can do it simultaneously. And
Okay.
just give
So,
us like the broad strokes.
which
'cause
day
then
is
we'll
this?
dive
This is
in.
a day from this week.
Let's start off with a day from this week.
Okay, so what time does everybody wake up?
I wake up. I would like to wake up at 10. Girlfriend,
What? At 10?
I would like to wake up at 10.
I didn't know that you woke up
I
that
said I
late.
would like to wake up at 10. Girlfriend wakes up at like 7:30, wakes me up at 8 a.m. talking. Like
That's
she just
talking?
talking.
No,
I
inappropriate.
normally get up at 7. Like I wake up at 7:30
Mm-hmm.
if I wasn't out late the night before because I like to get to the gym.
Last night?
This whole week has been out
Bish,
too
bish,
late.
this is my day though.
This-
Can we
Oh,
can
boy.
we do my day? Okay, I would like to wake up at 10.
Sydney, you're
but
so rude in front of these white people that we don't
What
know.
are you
And they said we
saying?
could do it at the same
No,
time.
it's fine. No, no,
And it's
no.
taking you a long time to get
people.
out of bed.
No.
Oh my God.
You don't have to. You can be yourselves around us. It's fine.
So, girlfriend gets up early,
Yes.
talks your ear off. You just want to keep sleeping.
Yes, but I get up. I feed the cats.
Oh my God.
Feed the cats, then brush my teeth, take a shower. Then I like wallow in my own despair and think about what I should be doing.
Is girlfriend out of the house at this point?
This week,
That question is
this
hilarious.
week, my girlfriend laid off. So she is in the house all day.
Oh my God.
All day. Usually
That's
she would
devastating.
be out by like 9, but now she's just there.
You're like,
So-
I have a whole lot of nothing to do. Can you leave?
Well, no.
please?"
I said, well,
Yeah.
this is my job, and you're here.
Right.
So I need you to know that I'm supposed to be working right now, and you're in my space.
Wow.
I mean,
Meanwhile, it's her apartment.
it's her apartment, and she pays the rent. But I'm like, this is my job. I need you to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is good. I mean, challenges are good for a relationship and different
Says
situations.
who? Listen, this
No.
whole relationship is a freaking challenge.
I hope she don't hear this episode.
She don't listen to podcasts.
She listens to ours.
Well, now that, but now that she's laid off, she's got time.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, she just got LASIK, and Marie came over the night that she got it done, and she was like, "You guys want to listen to podcasts?" We're like, "We don't listen
like
to
podcasts."
podcasts."
No.
I only, you can't sit in your apartment.
No,
and
I don't
listen
sit
to
around.
podcasts.
Well,
Wait,
she had
what
to have
about?
her eyes closed.
All right, pause.
Yeah.
What about your day?
Okay, so in an ideal world, I go to bed early, but I don't. I go to bed early and then I'm up at 7:30 so I can be at the gym from 8 to 9. Because I like to get to the gym early because the later I get there, that's when all the hood people come to the gym.
Yeah.
You see how I just pointed to Sydney?
In an ideal world,
People who are like, excuse me, miss, because I live in a West Indian neighborhood, so it's like a lot of Jamaican people with muscles and no manners, and a lot of Haitian people in like a dress shoe and a sweatpants at the gym on the
I've gotten in trouble on this podcast. I brought it up. Who in L.A.? I talked about with Gabrus. I talked about Asian dudes that wear like dress pants and dress
Sneakers
shoes at
the
their work
gym.
clothes at the gym.
Yeah,
Like a button up.
They got
Yeah.
a little
Like a-
break. They got a little break, and they're like, "Well, I'm gonna get it in. I don't
Yeah.
have no gym clothes, but let's
So you
do
go to the
this."
gym. What are you? Are you?
No, I'm not cardio anymore. My sister is a bodybuilder, so she sent me like a bunch of workouts years ago, and I just like for days of the week, like Monday this, Tuesday this,
back and buys,
So-
chest and tries.
yeah, legs and shoulders.
There you
So a lot
go.
of that. So I'll do like I have a sketch. Like I'll be at the gym, like we're looking at a paper, and people are like, "The hell are you doing?"
Right.
And I'm like, "I'm just looking at Thursday." But all I care about is my butt, so I'm trying to make my butt bigger because my shoulders are.
But I
really
feel like
wide.
you're always doing arms.
And my
'Cause
arms,
your
I don't work my arms out that much. I just build muscle really fast.
Well, in 2017, your butt. I mean,
My 2018 butt is going to be cuter than this
there
year's
you go.
butt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So then I go home. I shower at home. I don't shower at the gym because
Who showers
I'm
at the
not an
gym? That's
I
gross.
don't. I,
People
I would
who-
never. Matt,
Well,
because it's
only
a work gym.
because it's a work gym. So the gym's at work. But until this, I have never showered at the
Matt
gym.
likes
I've always
to
been a
see
home shower.
coworkers in different states of dress.
That sounds weird as well.
It's very weird, and
Yeah.
I often see my coworkers nude. It's,
Yeah, that's what it sounds
That's
like.
why I'm not
Hey,
down with a
that's
work
like-
gym. Anyway,
like your boss, and you'll be like, "Hey, Mr.
yeah.
Mr. Johnson."
It's a good time to ask for a promotion. And they're
Yeah.
very vulnerable.
Now that I'm seeing
Oh,
your
their
scrotum,
chest
I
is-
might as well.
you just do the one leg up on the bench.
Ah, yes.
You do get that, guys, with the hair dryer.
Yeah.
nude.
I
It's
love
like,
that.
Come on, man.
I'm not like that at the gym. I'm very like wrap a towel around my body and then like slide my
Yeah.
panties on.
Sure, I've typically am like that too. Although I've become a little bit more freer with myself. Just
Okay, well live your best life.
I don't even have a locker at the gym.
I don't have a
carry,
lock.
I carry all my shit.
Wait, when do you go to the gym?
Oh, I've been
That is
going,
a good
I've been-
question.
I've been going recently. I've been going. I went this summer. I was doing my thing. I was going like 3 times a week.
Yeah.
I was really working hard, and my butt was getting bigger. I got photos to prove it.
She does.
Y'all don't need to see it because y'all married.
No,
but
fine.
if the listeners want, if the listeners
Slide in
want
her
to see it,
DMs.
That's what we'll post.
I have photos.
We'll just post you guys from behind.
Yeah.
No,
It'll
I
be there.
have to
No.
be straight
What,
up.
you have to
uh,
get my
Christ.
face in it too.
At what point during the day do you guys meet up?
So I get home from the gym, I take a shower, and then waste like an hour on Instagram. And then somewhere in that, Sydney will either FaceTime me with like an unscheduled FaceTime.
Yeah.
Like Sydney's one of these people that FaceTimes from like the train.
I like to catch her
We've
off
talked-
guard.
Yeah.
And I don't like, I'm like, well, she didn't have an appointment. So
Do you do the FaceTime walk and talk? We've talked about
Yes,
this in the
Sydney
podcast.
does-
I don't like the FaceTime
She
walk
does
and
it
talk.
with no headphones. So she does it like out
so you-
loud.
So you're just, you're
in
just talking
public.
about all your business.
Oh hell yeah! First of all, I'm an entertainer, so everything I'm talking about is hilarious to
No.
the people around me. It's like, who is this girl? She must be a comedian.
No. Can we take a step back? She'll be like, girl, the cats need dry food today, not wet food. And it's like, nobody cares.
She lying.
That's one of the things that I hate most is people being on their phone in public on
She hates
speaker.
it so much, but her bestie does it all the time.
No, but how often do I pick up? Never pick up.
she lies.
I'll text her back.
I screenshot every time she's on FaceTime with me. I screenshot it.
Another reason for me to not pick up.
And I take
Because
pictures.
that's me at home, with my headscarf on, getting ready for bed with
Right.
toothpaste on my
She
pimples.
look crazy and I love it.
Sydney's like,
This is the most millennial chunk of
I love it.
the podcast.
I'm
love
so
it.
into it.
We're young.
I don't FaceTime. Matt does. When you have a kid, I think FaceTime
Yeah,
becomes a
sure.
big part of.
to see your kid? You FaceTime like the babysitter?
No, if I'm out of town, or if it's a night that I'm not going to make it home before bed, I will often FaceTime like during dinner time or something like that.
Oh, you trying to do that check-in, but like, listen, I ain't doing nothing crazy. You
Yeah,
can see my
no,
face.
well, it is funny. He's now at the age where you can have a legit conversation with him over FaceTime.
Right.
At a certain point, you're like FaceTiming with a baby, and it's like, okay, like you seem like you're alive.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
It's just sort of, but it,
Your wife is like, drop a pin.
yeah.
Let me know where you
Let
are.
me know where you are. I need your location.
When does a meal happen?
When do we
Ooh,
eat? I
when-
usually eat my first meal at like 11 something.
Yeah, and if we're doing the podcast and I come over, I'll go to the bodega and be like, you want to insure? How could you ensure?
I like Ensures.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like the way they taste.
You and my grandmother.
They're so
I like
good.
That's what I learned about Ensure. Was my grandmother had them.
Well, that's the thing. My mom works at a nursing home, so she would just take them from work.
Yeah.
So we'd be at home like making like Ensure shakes, like
I love
putting
Ensure.
ice cubes
Peeing in
them.
bedpans. I mean, you're living the life.
The original.
Dying,
Very convenient
just
life.
dying in the middle of the night.
That's the original pressed juice. Is the Ensure,
Yeah.
the liquid meal.
I have it after my dialysis, you know?
Yeah.
You got mad recliners in your
So you
house.
pick her up an Ensure. What do you get for yourself?
And
She
Ensure
drinks
is
them
fun.
too now,
Oh,
and I
and
feel
that's
like
your- and that's
she
your
used-
first meal
I
of the
feel like
day.
she used to make fun of me for drinking them, but now she's seen the light.
Do you drink it in public? Like you walk around on the street with like a straw
I'll wrap
and an
it.
Ensure
I'll
can?
wrap it with
like
a napkin.
in a paper bag,
I'll
like a
wrap it in
40.
Yeah.
I keep it in a plastic bag.
I
make
wrap it in a
look-
napkin, and then I like
That's
you
so
got to
fun.
shake it before you leave the house.
Yeah.
What are the good flavors?
Vanilla and butter pecan.
Wow, they're getting fancy.
I
with
was
the
like
Ensure.
butter pecan. I've never even seen this at all.
That's exclusively at nursing homes because my mom is the only one.
Wow.
You got to be careful. You can get written a ticket on the train for drinking an Ensure in a paper bag.
Please, I'll drink a rosé on the train.
Oh, okay.
She always has like a road wine.
Oh,
Always.
I love a road rosé. It's a rosé.
How
There
do
you go.
How do you conceal the road?
It'll be in a cute little, like a personal.
Wow.
So it tastes like
is
I'm
what
drinking a juice.
Marie took like a juice box. This bitch was
Oh
putting
my
a damn rosé in the juice. She
I
drank all
poured the juice out.
No,
I didn't even drink it. I poured
like
it
a
out.
high C juice.
Yeah.
box.
Yes.
I
And then
popped it
put-
open, poured the rosé in
Put
it,
rosé in it.
popped
Hey.
it back closed, put the straw in, and walked down the street.
Yeah.
with it.
I'm not mad about that.
Do what you gotta
Would
do,
you
babe.
do a Capri Sun but wine?
See, I don't drink Capri Suns anymore. I don't drink juice boxes because I've heard crazy stories of people finding like bugs and like
Ugh.
dead mice and stuff in their juice
What?
boxes. So I don't drink. If I can't see it, I can't.
So you
Like-
just pour it out and put your own
Rosé.
contents in there.
right. Or like, and now I'm one of these people that when I eat Oreos, I have to open it to see if there's not like a spider smushed in the cream.
Oh my god.
Well, now there's all
heard
these
stories.
crazy
You're
Oreo
so
flavors.
paranoid.
I don't do that.
You guys don't mess with with crazy Oreo flavors?
No, I don't mess with the crazy Lay's chips flavors either. I'm not eating chicken and waffles.
Why
potato
would you
chips.
have
Lay's is-
pumpkin spice anything?
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing that to us? I don't want it.
Lay's is going hard with
crazy?
like was it biscuits and gravy,
Yeah.
potato chips.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you what's going on at Lay's. Somebody is really, really high.
Diabetic.
No, really high. You know, high people think of like all these
Yeah.
flavors. Ooh, you know what
like,
tastes good?
we should make-
Mayonnaise, salt, pepper, and ketchup. That's what I
No.
need.
It's like it's more specific than that. It'll be like Fenway hot dog chips. Like
Yeah.
it'll be, you know what I mean? Pizza chips. Remember
Yeah.
combos? Remember
Yeah.
pizza
I
combos?
do love combos.
that.
I didn't like
Was like
combos.
I feel like that's where we should have stopped.
But,
like,
but
pizza
then
combos.
they came out with the cracker, and the cracker wasn't the cracker combos.
I don't remember.
weren't as good as the pretzel.
no, they were doing weird stuff with
I like
food in the
combos.
90s.
They really would cheese your hunger away.
They
remember,
do.
remember green ketchup? That's something that I can't
That was
eat.
whack. I wasn't into that.
Or
Gross.
purple
No.
ketchup. I'm like,
Gross.
it tasted the same, but it was like.
How about peanut butter and jelly in the same jar?
Nah, we didn't live in one of those houses.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Yeah.
We
Like,
didn't live in one of those homes.
seriously, you have to like separate it. Separate but equal. Like, I know I'm going
Exactly.
to use it at
No.
the same time, but I like to do.
Also, do you
know,
refrigerate that? Because the jelly needs to go in the fridge, but the peanut butter doesn't.
I think
Well,
you have to
I always
refrigerate
thought
it.
that was weird about things like combos that have cheese in it, but they don't have to be refrigerated.
Yeah, but
The
that's not
answer
fake
is that's
cheese.
not
It's
fake cheese.
artificial.
Yes.
Yeah.
What you guys do your podcast at your place usually?
So we usually do it at my apartment. We usually book 2 guests back to back. So we like to do them. I like to do them like 11:30.
Yeah.
And Sydney's always like, "Can we do noon?"
No,
And
girl,
now I
that
know
was
why.
you.
Now I know why.
Yeah.
Because you want to sleep till 10 o'clock. But we'll do it.
Well, now that her girlfriend's laid off,
Oh
she
no!
can do
I-
9:30.
Okay, so I
Oh,
came.
my God.
I
Yes.
came early. I was like, "Can we do it early?" And you're like, "Can you do it in there?"
Yeah, I said, "Can we do it at 12?"
yeah.
I was like, "I'm ready to leave now."
Yeah.
And the premise of the podcast is unofficial expert. So you
Yes.
talk to people about things that they're unofficially experts
No,
in.
no. We
No.
talk to people who are experts at things that you don't really need skills for.
At all.
Got it.
So we've had a walk of shame expert.
Yeah.
We had a sugar daddy expert.
A dope baby daddy expert, a tall expert, a light skinned expert.
Yo, I'm an expert at being tall.
Are you?
Matt, what are you an expert? What minutia are you?
Wearing glasses, I guess.
Yeah, you're
See, that's
killing it.
a good expertise.
I like that
There
because
you
you
go.
can tell us like the best like lenses. I
No,
guess.
that's not. We don't care about that. We're like, well, do you keep them on when you have sex? We're like, do you run in them?
That's
Are you, you know,
fascinating question.
That's what people are. That's what the people want to
Yeah.
know.
And then we would call your wife and be like, so,
Yeah.
does he keep his glasses on?
She
Or
will
does he
sometimes tell me
push
to
it-
take them off, to be honest.
This
because,
synopsis of their podcast already more interesting than our podcast.
Oh, my God.
No.
People should immediately turn this off.
Lin-Manuel Miranda, don't come on our podcast. Go
Jump
on
to the
their
Walk
podcast.
of Shame episode.
Listen, it's interesting because we're really nosy and people get so comfortable with us that they forget that
Yeah.
we're recording and they tell us all their business.
Let me
love
tell
it.
you, our last episode was the runaway bride expert. And when I tell you the story was so messy
that
that people were in our DMs, people who were connected to her was in our DMs. And they were
Wow.
like, we're going to sue her.
And y'all.
They want to sue us. I was like, no names
This
were
was
mentioned,
somebody
boo.
who was a runaway bride
she got engaged to her boyfriend. They'd been
Of 7 years.
They had been dating for 7 years. She goes to get her wedding dress, and her friend from like high school or whatever comes up to help her get the dress. They end up hooking up
Hooking
in
up.
a bed with
another
another
friend
friend,
In an Uber with Sydney.
with their friend Sydney.
That would have been great if that happened.
They hooked up, but it was a woman. And she had never been with a woman. Neither of them had ever been with women, but they just like
Connected.
It happened. Her friend is married, has been married for 10 years.
All by happenstance. I'm
All
going to
by
pick up my wedding dress, ran into a friend.
No, the
ended
friend
up,
came up to help her like do
Oh,
her
and they
wedding.
like had, okay, so
it was,
wasn't a
they were on
random.
Say Yes to the Les.
Yeah. Yes, to the left.
Say Les to the
Another
dress.
show
There
currently
you
in
go.
production
Yes.
at Discovery Channel.
It's something about Kleinfelds make me want another woman. It's crazy.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway.
So and then she
It's a
ended
story
it.
about
That's the
nothing.
end of it.
So
but-
she got married, and the friend was at the wedding.
Yeah, her friend helped her plan the wedding.
goodness.
Listen, we're giving the whole episode away,
Yeah,
but
no.
This
honestly,
is another Hugh Grant movie. Or
Yes,
Hugh
it
Douglas.
is.
Yeah.
This is a Renee Zellweger original
Yeah.
right here.
it's a
That's
2017
wild.
version.
Well, that's cool.
So anyway, the people from the girls' family reached out to
I
us.
think I am really bad at cleaning, but I'm really good at straightening up. I think I would say, do you know the difference?
You're really bad at
I think I'm an
cleaning.
unofficial expert at straightening up.
So you're junky like
Yeah.
me. Like your place is clean, but it's messy.
yeah.
But you know where everything is.
I know where everything is, and I can, make pillows look nice. Like use my
You
foot.
karate chop them.
Yeah, like use my foot to get the dust up.
Yeah.
and then you put it-
Where it's visible.
Yeah.
You put everything underneath your bed?
Well, now that I live with my wife, things have curtailed. But yeah, I used to
Puttering. You're an unofficial expert at puttering. Puttering around.
What the hell's
I feel like
yeah.
old people putter.
No, but I can put everything away in my closet. Clean off the table. I'm very good at the surfacey stuff, but actual cleaning, terrible.
I still don't know how to
You
do
guys often do shows together at night? Or are you often on different shows?
that.
or
We're
what's-
usually on different
We're
shows, but we
usually
text.
on different shows, but then we'll if Sydney has a show, she performs a lot. Like I'll show up and just laugh real loud in the back.
That's good.
She's
That's
here
a
to
good
help.
friend.
Or we text each other and update each other on how terrible the show is.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're like,
It's a lot of-
girl,
it's a
such
lot
and
of-
such is up here bombing.
Yeah.
I'm like, the host
Yeah.
is terrible. Don't
Yeah.
do the show.
It's a lot of that. Sydney will be like, "This show is awful. Don't ever do it."
Well, that's
Yeah.
cool that you guys have each other to sort of go through this new world of comedy with. Because I remember starting out, and I had friends and stuff, but I just wanted to get in and get out and not speak of any of it.
Yeah, but
until
Syd-
I did it again.
I feel like Sydney is a people person in that she knows everybody's name, she remembers their faces, everybody loves her, and so she'll stay and talk, and I'm like, I don't know if I know this person, and it'll be somebody that I've spoken to 8 times, and I'm like, do we know him?
That's so funny.
Like Sid, do
And
we
they
know
know
him?
Marie. They know her. They
because so
ask
much,
about her.
So much of it is the hanging out after to figure
I
out.
don't care
know,
about
but
that.
sadly, so much of it is that.
But all you
Not
need
if-
is
not if
one
you're funny.
or a couple of. But,
True.
No, but
Probably
I do
my
think-
problem.
I mean, if I had to do it all over again, I would have been more social in my comedy career because I think that does help. It helps you build connection. I mean, you guys have each other, and that might be all you need, or one or two close friends. Really, all you need is a few close friends,
Right.
People you can.
No.
call and
You
be-
know what you need? You just need an extensive selfie collection. Post that on Instagram and Facebook, everybody knows you. They see your face.
No, it's true.
They feel like they know you.
Well,
And
that's
they're
what I'm
like,
saying. It's a whole new landscape now.
It is, but you still have to be funny to get booked on shows.
oh, yeah,
of
of
course.
course.
You need to be funny to get
course.
booked on good shows, and
Yeah.
you need to be funny to get paid.
And but like just I've said this before, I think probably on the podcast, but like people are misunderstand like what networking is. They think it's like, oh, I got to go impress this person. I got to impress. What you have to do is build genuine friendships
Yeah.
with people that you
Yes,
like and think are
that's
funny
networking.
and have like a good connection with, and then like those you all bring each other up.
Right.
Yep.
And if you enjoy hanging out with somebody, then
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like
Networking at
all.
But those are the people who will recommend you for things that either they're too booked to do,
Too busy.
right, too busy,
Yeah.
or, those are the
So
people who are
busy.
And
going to...
then, the TV stuff starts and, one person's doing one thing and they're like,
Right.
oh, so you got to get Sydnee Marie over here,
Right. But that's what's different with where we're at career-wise is a lot of people that we started with are now writing for shows and like people are doing like real comedy
Legit things, yeah.
And those people, they recognize us, and I still don't
They
remember
see
their
what
names.
they see what we doing.
Yeah.
They're out here. We out
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
We working hard.
Yeah,
We're
plan.
so busy.
Yeah.
True.
Do you want to get into the final two
Yeah,
segments?
so we started a new segment last week called "Sorry I Was So Busy," which is what were you guys busy with as kids? You don't have to go really deep because we're, but like what like occupied your time as kids?
Talking to my dolls.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
You were inside talking to your dolls.
Talking to my damn dolls a lot.
Were you an only child?
Doesn't it sound like it?
Yeah.
I have a brother and a sister, but they're like 18 years older than
There
me.
you go.
So I didn't
Yeah,
grow
there
up
was a
with them.
big
So
age
I
gap.
was like, I was
What
like
kind
an
of dolls are we talking about?
Barbies.
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 Okay.
I would have Barbies.
And you had full on dialogues.
dialogues between each other and
That
me
is
talking.
so sad, dude.
Shut up.
Now
Was
I
there a
understand.
cat?
Now I understand why you hug people from the back.
Shut up, bitch.
What was your
Don't leave. I need the company.
No, if you leave, I'll just go talk to my dolls. I'm
Who
fine.
did you had you had one Barbie or multiple?
Oh no, I had so many.
But
Because
then I'm saying like the friends. Like a Ken, did you have a Ken?
I had a Ken.
You had
I had
Stacy?
I had a Steven, which was the black Ken.
Steven?
Yeah, Steven, that was his name.
I didn't even
Black
know
Ken.
that.
Black Ken.
They were
Steven.
black.
I had
kids.
a Glenn. Oh
was
my
a-
God!
that's
One of my
Jewish
favorite
Ken.
things about working with you is when you guys go on the whole, just imagine they're watching music videos and any kind of white person. You're like, oh,
We would just
Kevin,
miss all the white
Taylor,
names that we knew.
Connor, Kevin, Zach.
Zach is a good white name.
yeah, it's a good one.
Cody.
Avery.
Yeah, and then you would start getting like the obscure ones, like Avery,
Ellington.
Ellington. I couldn't remember.
Can you
his
ask
name.
that?
But I feel like a black guy would be named Ellington.
No.
An old black man,
No.
somebody that comes out is born old.
Ellington.
I think of Avery as a black name.
Avery also
Avery?
is a black
Like
name.
Avery
No.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Avery is like an old black name too. I think. I get it. I see it.
Anyway,
You weren't a big doll talker.
what
as
were
a
you
kid?
doing?
I had a younger sister and an older brother. We had dolls. We would play. When I was a kid, I was busy reading because I was one of these kids that like read in the dark, which is why I had to get glasses. My parents were very protective of us, and they watched the news a lot. So my parents were really paranoid. So my mom's TV is always on Channel 7, so a lot of eyewitness news.
Yeah, my
and she'll
favorite
be
too.
like, 6 people got abducted today. And I'm like, you watched the same story 6 times.
Sade Better-Noir.
Yeah, Sade Better-Noir.
Love
and,
Sade.
That's
You know,
my Sade.
I love Sade.
She's so
both
amazing.
Of them. I like both of them.
Yeah.
But so it was a lot of like, we couldn't go out with our friends to hang out because our parents were like, no. They're touching kids. They're
Right.
stealing kids.
You're staying
they're-
in the house.
They're putting razors in candy. It was a
Wow.
lot. We didn't trick or treat.
We couldn't do slumber parties.
I couldn't
none of
have
that.
friends come over. It was a lot of like, you have a brother and a sister that you can play with. You're fine.
Yeah, that's it.
So I was busy home, and then my parents made us take piano lessons when I was in middle school on Friday nights. So when people were going out to
Wow.
see She's All That, I was home like, "Da-na-na-na-na-na-na." So when people would invite me out, and then dun 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 dun, dun, remember that? Dun, 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 dun,
And chopsticks.
dun. Yeah, exactly.
That is crazy.
So people would be like, "Do you want to come to a pizza party?" And I'd be like, "Sorry, I'm busy. I got piano lessons.
You got to be
Are
careful.
you
'cause
still
that's
good
what
at the
makes kids
piano?
rebel.
No. But now my new roommate is a piano teacher, so I might take it back up.
Wow.
Wow.
too
Can I
strict-
get in there? Can I get like a
I feel
buddy
like-
pass?
You got to hug her from the back
will.
And you
put your fingers on her
ran
fingers.
track too, also.
Yeah.
So you had some after-school curriculars.
Well, see, that was the thing.
Extracurriculars?
I ran track, and my older brother had ran track also, but he would be like, I have a track meet, and he would just like not come home for like, he would not have a curfew because he'd be like, I'm at a track meet, but
Right.
he would just be out hanging out. So then
Yeah.
I started saying the same. I'd be like, oh, I have a track meet in New Jersey. And then I would just like go out and get drunk and then come home and be like, whoo, the meet was cool. Track meet.
Yeah,
That was the life
I am
hack.
exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My hamstrings
Yeah.
are burning.
Yeah.
These dogs are barking.
That's
Yeah.
really interesting.
But walk out the house in like regular clothes. And then you're like, my track stuff is in my friend's car.
yeah,
Right, the change clothes.
Yeah.
I did that a bunch.
it's hiding under a 30-pack of Zima.
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 I never had
Why
Zima,
did
but I
that go
know.
out of business?
I don't know.
Was that like a
It was a malt liquor.
Was that like a Smirnoff? Was that like a
was
It was
It's
like
hard.
it was like the original Smirnoff Ice.
It was. It was a malt liquor.
Oh my god, I used
Did
to
they
love
order
those as
that
a
at
kid.
the when you were a bartender?
No.
When you were
Yeah,
a
no.
waitress?
Absolutely not. I was in a very high scale,
True.
like top shelf type situation.
But
They
Yeah.
had Svedka though.
They did have stuff. I told you that was well vodka.
Let's get to the final segment, which is the blow-off.
blow-off.
Do you guys blow people off, or what kind of excuses have
How do you
used
get out of
recently to
things?
get out of
Absolutely.
Regularly. Ugh.
Always say I got a show. Oh, I got like 7 shows
Mm-hmm.
tonight. I can't. Like, oof, I just won't be able to do. Oh, I'm shooting. I'm filming something right now.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. Or if somebody asks me to do a show that Sydney warned me about or that I just don't want to do because it's
Yeah.
in Queens, I'll be like, oh, I'm triple booked. Even though I'm home, just like
Right.
eating cheese.
But don't you have to worry about your social media at that point? Because you're like,
No.
then 10 minutes later, you're posting a picture of,
No,
and you're like,
I'm never worried about my social media.
She's never
I'm
worried.
never worried about it.
This woman, I will call her or text her. She will not pick up. She won't respond. Bitch is liking, posting.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh, really? I can see your moves. And she just won't respond.
I mean, that's kind of like dating. There's
But
a
that's-
dating aspect to like, checking the person's likes and
That's the cool thing about cell phones, though, is I can see who's calling me and I could just
put it
sit
down.
it down and be like, oh, I left my phone at home.
It's terrible.
The excuse can always be like, I was waiting until I had time to really talk to you. Like, it takes 2 seconds to like something, but if you to respond to a text and really put, or to call somebody to
dude.
put your actually heart and soul into
That's
it.
a good one. I'm going to use
No,
that.
well, my
like,
excuse,
I wanted to wait until I really had time to talk to you.
or I hit them with the I'm on the train, I'm going underground, I'm about to lose service.
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
All the time. And I'm just out.
About to
Soon,
get on the
that's,
train.
soon that's going to be irrelevant. Once the train is fully
Wi-Fi?
yeah.
Oh my God.
That'll take a while in New York, let's be honest.
In the stations, we have service, but
Yeah.
between stations, we don't.
Yeah.
Generally.
Can you? This has been so much fun, by the way. I've just had a
There's so
blast
much
talking
fun.
to you guys. I feel like we could talk to you for a while. But
Honestly, I
yeah.
feel like I don't understand why there's not more of us. There should be more of us everywhere, right?
more of the two of you.
Yes.
specifically.
Yes.
like
Oh,
12
I-
Sydnees and 4
I
Maries.
co-sign that wholeheartedly. Let's try to get more Sydney and Marie.
Put it
Wait,
out there.
I
What were we gonna say?
I just
Go
wanted to
ahead.
say on Vidiots, there was so much like good stuff going on that couch. And then we saw the show and we're like, wait, there should be more of us. I feel like there was
It felt like very little of us.
So
because
little?
we were mean on the couch.
Yes, true.
And, so one of the people that was editing the show found me on social media and was like, I'm editing your episodes and I think you guys are the best part of the show. And then he was like, I'm trying to keep you guys in there, but you guys are so mean.
Honestly, from my side, being in the edit, I mean, you guys were our MVPs because every time we needed a soundbite or needed a good laugh or needed a high energy bite, it was, we knew we had it from Sydney and
And
Marie.
yet I saw a lot of everybody else and not a lot of me. It was a lot of us laughing. 'cause
Yes.
we-
Oh boy.
Second season.
we have
Is
such a
that
good
happening?
laugh.
We're hoping.
Fingers crossed.
Can you
hoping.
email them some more and be like, hey, just
But look, we all said it was like you guys and Derek and Monroe were the MVP. We're like,
Monroe was so on. Like everything he was saying, I was like, I
Derek
wasn't
and
even
Monroe.
thinking about
sometimes
that.
he comes off low energy, but like on the couch, he was so funny, and he has that like Muppet register to his voice.
So good.
Anyway, I love all the cast members. Everybody crushed it on that show. It was like the best professional experience of my life. It
was so fun.
You guys are the best.
I wanted
But
to
get
see
your-
them more.
Get your plugs in.
Yeah, get the name of the podcast.
Name of
and
the podcast
show.
and your half hours and all that
Yeah.
good stuff. What's coming up?
The Unofficial Expert podcast. every Friday on iTunes and Comedy Hype. Please subscribe, comment, and rate us, please. And then
Yes.
we have our half hours November 29th at 8 p.m. at Union Hall. You can get the tickets in our
Brooklyn.
links. It's in Brooklyn.
It's
in
called,
Brooklyn.
the show is called S&M and Chill.
S&M and Chill.
Because that's what we go by because we're too lazy to say Sydnee and Marie.
Yes. And people are like, it's about sex?
And we're like, no, it's
We
actually,
barely talk about sex. Ever.
I don't like being touched.
This is true.
And then my Instagram is Reezy, Reeezy.
That's
and
3 E's.
3 E's.
Reezy.
ZY. And we have an Instagram for the podcast. It's just Unofficial Expert.
Unofficial Expert.
It's very funny.
It's so fun.
You guys are the best. Thank you for coming down. It's a cold, like I said, a cold fall morning,
Yes,
and
stay
we're here
warm.
in the deep East
they
Village,
call
so we
right
appreciate you
answer.
guys coming on and
Stay
stay busy,
busy.
everybody.
Cause I'm busy. Whenever I get with her, say I'm busy. And I'm gonna hit you later cause I'm busy. Busy with her.